Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Got another CROSSOUT video for us today, guys. Now, today's video is going to be not actually what it was intended to be. At first, I was going to do sort of a latest, cheapest meta build in CROSSOUT. Now, for anyone who knows the channel, I kind of do these every like 6 months or something, whereby I will try to find the most meta build possible for as low in cost as we can. So, I think the last one I did was like a 7,000 coin Raijin hover, which was really good. Essentially, the idea is that if I was starting the game fresh tomorrow, knowing what I know about CROSSOUT, what is the first thing that I would get in order to basically try and fast track the progression of this game as much as possible? Now, I was originally going to do one of these for this build here, but it's going to be kind of more in that, in the sense of it's going to be that as well as the fact that laser weapons on this combination of build are very overpowered, especially at lower power score. So just for context, right? This build here, you can get on the PlayStation Market, if you slow buy, for I did the math on it, 3,875 coins. So less than 4,000 coins for this entire build. Now this build is overpowered. I was beating pretty much everything on this build today. And it's not because of like my experience in the game or anything. That was just because the build itself is so strong. I was beating comet cars, jewel cars, pretty much everything that I went up against. This build was handling quite easily, and there's several reasons for this, but mostly is because of the laser weapons themselves. On this combination, they're incredibly powerful. So just straight off the bat, what this build has going for it is that the laser weapons do a lot of damage to single part pieces. So whether it be like uh, weapons mostly, but also cabins and stuff like that. Anything that's like super vulnerable, single pieces, they're incredibly good against. This build here is triggers, bearing in mind, so epic weapons. And with the photon, which is just a flat 30% damage buff, it does 485 damage on its first shot. Now, on the second shot, if you're firing at something that's already heated, you're dealing about 600 damage. And that's before you even get to the additional damage that you can get from the claws and from the hurt co-driver. So you can get an extra 16% from claws, an extra 30%, I believe, from hurt. So at least you're going to get 480 damage on your first shot. Now, at this power score, 480 damage is enough to take a lot of weapons, or two-shot pretty much the vast majority that isn't like, you know, a comet or something. So that's what it's got going for it first. The second part is in combination to this is that they are hit scan weapons, naturally, because they're lasers. Now, hit scans are incredibly easy to use. It's kind of like just playing Call of Duty. You don't need to lead your shots or anything. So that, factored with the fact it does really good single target damage, basically means that laser builds are just incredible at taking weapons in the game. You'll see in the footage that we have coming up that it doesn't matter how strong your build is, how armored it is, or how tanky it is. If I can see your guns, I can take your guns. And at the end of the day, you're going to need to, on the majority of builds, if if you want to shoot me, you're going to have to show your guns to me, in which case I just strip them. And on a build, I guess it's incredibly powerful. And the third thing that this build has going for it is just its incredible, well, I said laser weapons that have going for it, is the heating, basically. So, it, like teaming up in CROSSOUT is an incredibly efficient thing to do at pretty much every power score, but especially at lower power scores, guys stay together. So all you really need to do is just sit with your teammates in a build like this, wait for someone to come in, heat whatever you need to hit, whatever be a weapon or whatnot, and then because that part is heated, everyone's doing additional damage to it, and it falls off even quicker, whether this be a weapon or a cab. So on top of it being an incredibly efficient build, it's also like a very good support build when you land your shots and just heat for your teammates, which you pretty much always do. Even the most average PvP player will know to shoot the heated part because it takes additional damage, and it's just, honestly, guys, it's overpowered. The fact that a 4,000 coin build on this combination was dominating practically everything. Like I said, we've been up against Jules and Comets. Now, bearing in mind, Jules are 3,000 or over 3,000 coins for a Joule on the PlayStation Market. Basically meaning that one Joule weapon almost costs as much as this entire build. And we were handling them efficiently. The only thing, actually, that I can the only build that I think can counter this, or actually deal with a build like this, would be something that's a hard counter. So whereby you've got, say, a harvester booster with the harvesters on the floor. You probably see them. That's probably the only thing that could deal with everything else. You should either beat in a build like this or have a very good chance to get. So that's going to be kind of the two-parters of, I think that laser weapons, whether it be triggers, destructors, or Athenas, on this combination are a little bit overtuned in that they just have far too much going for it. I think something here probably needs a bit of a nerf, whether it be the damage from the photon, because at the end of the day, the photon is just a flat 30% damage buff for triggers and laser weapons, which is incredibly effective. And it's a constant, you know, you don't need to do anything to it. You get it from the very beginning to the very end. You get 30% additional damage, which is huge. Or I think they should maybe nerf the heating that it is from the actual laser weapons so that teammates cannot benefit from it as much, because you'll see from the footage now, guys, it's just incredibly powerful. And the fact that a 4,000 coin build could absolutely dominate everything it went up against is just crazy to me, to be honest. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video, and we'll jump into the PvP now. Alright, first game in the, what, 4,000 coin build. That's pretty insane when you think about it. Like the guns on this thing are completely unfused, bear in mind, just for future reference. Yeah, 4,000 coins. You can't buy anything with 4,000 coins in CROSSOUT these days. Like, you might be able to slow buy 2 Goliaths for 4,000 coins at the moment. We got an entire build. In terms of playstyle, this should be pretty easy. We just shoot at guns and shoot at cabin. Oh my god, that guy, I swear. I blame my teammate for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can two-shot these. I'm pretty sure I can three-shot this. You messed up, mate. You got one shot to take those guns, now you're screwed. Okay. Taking out a comet in the first game, let's go. What's this? Hello. That was very strange. Yeah, you can see just how fast the reload is on the triggers. Really cool, actually. Like, in terms of DPS, it's probably not too far off the destructor. Okay, game number 2. So yeah, like I said, 4,000 coins will slow buy this on the market. If you quick buy it, probably like 5k. But, I mean, that's incredibly good value, trust me. And a nice thing about this design is that you can, like, if it was me, for example, if I was playing this, I'd start with this and then just slowly upgrade it, you know, as you get a bigger generator, because it's only got an aggregator in the build at the moment, which is the free energy journey. So, you know, like when you get like a 5 energy generator, you put a cloak on it, or you put a fin whale on it, you know, or you can put buggy wheels on it when you have those. Put destructors on it. Like, the build will stay the same for the most part. The design. It's just the thing will be upgraded. And then very soon you'll have like a very good Battlefield Uranium build. And probably a pretty decent Clan build as well. The destructors aren't terrible in Clan Wars. What the hell? Oh, okay. And that's it, basically. You just drive around with these things and you heat up guns and heat up cabins for your teammates. And do quite a bit of damage while you're doing it. Pretty cool. Ah! Oh, no. Hello. The hit scan is so easy to play. So nice. How did I miss you? Okay. That guy looked menacing for like half a second. You know, triggers wouldn't be barred in Battle for Game at all, I think, as opposed to destructors. Because obviously they got less Dura and they have less damage, but it's not much for both of those. And you get a faster reload. And obviously you get less power scores, like 2/3 power score or something. Not bad, all things considered. Oh no, it's one of those. Not with that guy. Yeah, okay, those builds very strong. Not when you push 6 guys on your own. Then it's not so strong. Okay. Yeah, he does guns, he'll lose that gun pretty quick now. Yep, there we go. Oh, I got so close to getting stripped. Oh, hello. What the hell happened to him? Here goes a gun. And he's dead. Yep, I don't blame him, mate. Yeah, these guns are really strong. I'm surprised actually that like laser weapons in this game haven't had their heating removed, because they're incredibly strong when you think about it. Like, they say that the triggers, destructors, and the Athenas. So you've got really high single target damage, so you can take guns and hit cabins and stuff. You've got hit scan, so it's really easy to hit your shots, and you heat for yourself and your teammates, which is insane when you think about it. All of that for like, on these, for like 1,000 power score. Nice, I got my full hurt and my full claw, so my next shot will probably be like, what do you get? You get 30% from the hurts, and you get, is it 16% from the claw? An extra 40-odd% damage? Jesus. Okay, there's a lot of guys here. Lewis, land your shot for once. Absolute trouble. Yeah, you can see, like, it doesn't matter how tanky that build is, I just take his guns. Like, what's he gonna do? You can have all the Goliath armor in the world without my, it doesn't matter when I want for the guns. What the hell is it one? Yeah, there goes 2 of his guns. There goes the other 2. Where's Spark guy been this entire game? Oh, it's a Fugibari, oh. No, it's a Nagwal, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. These things are insane, man. This is the first time I've lost any of these guns, bear in mind. Like, I did 250 Dura, that's it, you know? That's the first match I played where I've lost a weapon. And you see just how easy these things are. You know, I'm definitely gonna have to fuse some triggers when I get the chance. I feel it's just insane, man. Like, this is a 4,000 coin build, and it feels almost overpowered, which is really strange. Oh, yeah, keep it crap. No, you don't. Like, honestly, it's the heating as well, the fact that it's heating to my teammates and they're following up on it. Because it's this power score, and in Battle for Random, everyone, you know, sticks together, like, pretty much always. You're like a mini Mastodon at this point. down here, please. Okay. Okay, okay. That's a Joule build, right? Those guns are like 3,000 coins each. This build is 4,000. So yeah, these things are great. These things are really good. Yeah, man. You cannot aim. Thank you. What the hell is going on here? Gee, 560 first shot. Okay, right, we'll call this Lost Gaming because I need to go. I'm taking the missus out to watch a film, and I have. Right, I got less than half an hour to finish this game and to edit, so that's going to be a bit tricky. We'll figure it out. But yeah, honestly, these builds, like these guns, these builds, this combination feels. It feels overpowered. Like the really cheap build kind of feels overpowered. Like I could run this in Battle Uranium, I feel like. Quite easily, to be honest. Oh, go away. No one likes you. Your guns are in. I hate those guns. Oh my god, it's one of them. Beating up my teammate. Beat it. Spin, Lou, spin. Oh, that was nervy. You. Stop tromboning me. Someone's gonna edit that to make it sound like something I didn't get. Hey, can I take out the comet with 2 guns? Yes, I can. Someone shoot the trombone guy, please, for the love of God. Where's those stupid kings? Okay, looks like we got it. Nicely done, team. Oh, it's the Harvey as well. God. Oh. Charybdis? I think it's Charybdis instead. That's good. Okay, and that is it for the trigger photon build. As you guys can see, it's an incredibly powerful combination in the build to have. And yeah, again, I think something here could probably do with a bit of a nerf, because the fact that something this cheap could be this effective is just a little bit insane, to be honest. And yeah, if you are looking for something to fast track CROSSOUT, then I would very much recommend a build like this, because as I was saying in the matches themselves, it's kind of a perfect design to like progress with, essentially. So this is a 9,000 power score build, but you can kind of customize it to whatever power score you want. For example, as you progress, all you need to really do is just change the generator, you know. So for example, this has a aggregator, which is a free, it's a free energy generator, right? Yeah, so an aggregator for free, and you could just generally just progress the build until you've got like an end tier clan wars build if you want. For example, you could, when you get a 5 energy generator, you can put in like a fin whale. When you get more energy, you can put in a fin whale and a cloak. Eventually you can swap out the arrays for, say, buggy wheels to complement the fin whale. Eventually you swap out the triggers for destructors and kind of progress that way. You can get a Aegis eventually if you want. And if you progress with this build enough, it's going to get to a point where you have like an end tier destructor build that would be honestly very efficient in Clan Wars. It might not beat all of the relics and whatnot, but it'll be pretty decent to say the least. So yeah, that's what I would personally recommend. If you're starting the game new, if I was starting it again tomorrow, I would just start with this build and then gradually upgrade it as I got better generators. So hope you all enjoyed the footage, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you for tomorrow's video.